The term ka-non refers to a type of fish commonly known as the silver pomfret, scientifically classified as Pampas argenteus. This species is highly regarded for its delicacy and is found in both tropical and subtropical waters of the Indo-Pacific region, particularly in countries such as Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, and the Philippines. Its distinctive silver body and flattened shape make it easily recognizable, while its tender, mild-flavored meat has made it a favorite among chefs and seafood lovers alike. Silver pomfret is a vital part of the fishing industry in many coastal regions, contributing significantly to both local economies and international trade. This species' cultural importance is evident in the culinary traditions of various countries, where it is prepared in a variety of ways, including grilling, steaming, and frying. The fish's importance goes beyond its role in gastronomy, as it is also a significant part of the marine ecosystem, particularly in coastal areas, where it helps maintain a balanced food web. The biology and ecological role of the silver pomfret in the wild are equally fascinating. As a pelagic species, Pampas argenteus primarily inhabits the coastal waters of the Indo-Pacific, often found in areas with sandy or muddy substrates. This species tends to live in schools, which provides it with protection from larger predators and increases its chances of finding food. Silver pomfret is carnivorous, feeding mainly on small fish, plankton, and invertebrates that inhabit the upper layers of the ocean. Their feeding behavior helps regulate populations of smaller marine organisms, contributing to the overall health and balance of the ecosystem. Moreover, their migration patterns, often influenced by environmental factors such as temperature and food availability, highlight their adaptability and resilience in a constantly changing marine environment. While the silver pomfret is known for its wide distribution, it has also become a target for fisheries due to its economic value. The fish is highly sought after in both domestic and international markets, particularly for its fine texture and mild taste. In many coastal communities, silver pomfret is a key catch for fishermen, contributing to both subsistence and commercial fishing industries. Over the years, the demand for silver pomfret has led to increased fishing efforts, which, in turn, have raised concerns about the sustainability of the species. While the population of silver pomfret is not currently considered to be endangered, overfishing and habitat degradation pose significant threats to its long-term viability. Coastal ecosystems, particularly those associated with coral reefs and estuaries, are increasingly vulnerable to human activities such as overfishing, pollution, and climate change. The depletion of these vital habitats could have serious consequences for species like the silver pomfret, whose survival is closely linked to the health of these ecosystems. Conservation efforts aimed at protecting the silver pomfret and other marine species are critical to ensuring the sustainability of the fishing industry and the preservation of marine biodiversity. One of the most pressing challenges in managing the silver pomfret population is the lack of comprehensive data on its population dynamics and migration patterns. While scientists know that the species is migratory and spawns in specific regions, much of its life history remains poorly understood. This lack of knowledge makes it difficult to implement effective management strategies that can balance the needs of the fishing industry with the need to conserve the species. Furthermore, the effects of climate change, including rising sea temperatures and ocean acidification, could impact the breeding and feeding habits of the silver pomfret, further complicating conservation efforts. Despite these challenges, there have been notable efforts to improve the sustainability of silver pomfret fisheries. Various nations in the Indo-Pacific region have implemented regulations to control fishing practices, including setting fishing quotas, establishing marine protected areas, and promoting sustainable fishing techniques. In some areas, the introduction of aquaculture has helped reduce pressure on wild populations by providing an alternative source of silver pomfret. Fish farming allows for the production of silver pomfret in controlled environments, reducing the need to harvest fish from the wild and ensuring a more stable and sustainable supply. However, the development of aquaculture for silver pomfret has also raised concerns about environmental impacts, such as the risk of disease outbreaks, pollution from fish farms, and the potential for escaped farmed fish to affect wild populations. As with wild fisheries, it is essential that aquaculture operations are carefully managed to minimize their environmental footprint and ensure the long-term health of silver pomfret populations. Beyond the immediate concerns of overfishing and habitat degradation, the broader issue of marine conservation is intricately linked to the fate of the silver pomfret. The health of the oceans is increasingly threatened by a range of human activities, from plastic pollution and oil spills to the destruction of coral reefs and mangrove forests. These ecosystems play a crucial role in the life cycle of many marine species, including the silver pomfret, which relies on healthy coastal habitats for spawning and feeding. The loss of these habitats due to human activity poses a direct threat to the silver pomfret and other marine life, as it disrupts their natural behaviors and reduces their chances of survival. To ensure the continued abundance of silver pomfret and other marine species, it is essential that global efforts to protect the oceans are ramped up, including the implementation of stricter regulations on pollution, habitat protection, and sustainable fishing practices. The role of local communities in the conservation of silver pomfret cannot be overlooked. In many coastal regions, fishing is a way of life, and local communities have a deep understanding of the marine environment and its resources. By involving these communities in conservation efforts and promoting sustainable fishing practices, it is possible to achieve more effective outcomes. Community-based management systems, which empower local fishers to take an active role in protecting marine resources, have proven successful in a variety of contexts around the world. In the case of silver pomfret, local communities can help monitor fish stocks, enforce regulations, and promote environmentally friendly fishing practices that ensure the long-term sustainability of the species. Education and awareness campaigns can also play a key role in encouraging consumers to choose sustainably sourced silver pomfret, creating a market demand for responsibly harvested fish. Another important factor in the conservation of silver pomfret is the development of scientific research and monitoring programs. Researchers continue to study the biology, behavior, and ecology of the silver pomfret in order to better understand its needs and vulnerabilities. The development of new technologies, such as satellite tracking and genetic analysis, has provided valuable insights into the movements and population structure of this species. These tools can be used to identify critical habitats, monitor population trends, and assess the effectiveness of conservation measures. Furthermore, by fostering collaboration between scientists, government agencies, and non-governmental organizations, it is possible to develop more coordinated and comprehensive approaches to marine conservation that address the many challenges faced by species like the silver pomfret. As the demand for silver pomfret continues to grow, it is important that consumers are made aware of the environmental impact of their seafood choices. One of the most effective ways to promote sustainability in the seafood industry is through certification programs that ensure fish are sourced from environmentally responsible fisheries and farms. Certification schemes, such as those offered by the Marine Stewardship Council, MSC, can help consumers make informed choices and support businesses that prioritize sustainability. By creating a market for certified sustainable silver pomfret, it is possible to incentivize fisheries and aquaculture operations to adopt more sustainable practices, ultimately helping to reduce the pressure on wild populations and protect the health of marine ecosystems. In conclusion, the silver pomfret is a species of great ecological, economic, and cultural importance. While its distinct appearance and mild flavor have made it a prized catch in many parts of the world, the challenges posed by overfishing, habitat degradation, and climate change threaten the long-term survival of this species. To ensure the continued abundance of silver pomfret, it is essential that efforts to promote sustainable fishing practices, protect marine habitats, and support scientific research and conservation initiatives are expanded. By working together, local communities, governments, scientists, and consumers can help safeguard the future of this remarkable species and the ecosystems it inhabits, ensuring that silver pomfret continues to grace our tables and our oceans for generations to come.